is a real gold roller.
Dave, let me pan in on that.
Patent this idea. We'll make millions. How else am I going to make millions?
You look like it.
What's this for you?
Huh? Yes. And you're on it.
Pretty cool. You're on Aha! Why do you carry that thing all around?
Huh?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Yeah, me too. Hi, Steve.
Steve.
Sorry. Steve, the cameraman.
Hey, Bert.
Hi. Wait. Wait, I gotta get us in the picture.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, wait, I don't want to be in this.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve.
Now look at Steve. So what did you get? Well, at least you only had to go to your house and his house. First mom came with me down, and then they came to my house. And this is what I have. I wanted to do this, 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 this. So this is past this, this is the past. Let me went to my parents. So we're going to do this. Like, I'm here.
How's it going, dude?
Everybody having fun?
Yeah.
No, wait, at your house.
How's your penis?
Went to your house, my brother.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
My little brother said, he goes, yeah.
Video yearbook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes,
Penis nice and
wait a
big and
minute.
Well, people love you, but you are. do, don't you? You don't need to queue up.
Nothing, but I got 14 minutes of it.
Unorganized.
Sorry, I need about 6 minutes here, buddy. I don't think we got it. Let's hold off on it. We don't have to bug them back here.
I've been trying to every day. We have a state
gotta go.
Padua sucks.
Jerry. This is god-awful stupidest thing I've ever heard. Help. Boy, that camera is really annoying.
Recognize the talent, dedication, hard work, and therefore the awards earned by so many members of the senior class. 1 out of 5 of you today will receive some kind of scholarship. That is among the highest we've ever had at Padua. The second reason that we're here, especially the underclassmen, is to see what can be done with the dedication and hard work. And 2, 3, or 4 years from now, many of you will be sitting here receiving many of the same awards. I hate to give a personal note here because this is not my show, but I'm going to do it anyhow very briefly. I really appreciate all the cooperation from the whole student body, and the faculty especially, and very much from the class of 1990, the senior class, as they know they can make the life of a principal miserable sometimes. And they haven't done that. Not yet. And I thank you for that. This is a surprise award that I would like Mrs. Gathers to come forward and receive. It says that Padua High School, Padua Franciscan High School, thanks and recognizes Lillian Gathers for her dedication in organizing and executing Padua's annual awards assemblies 1981 to 1990. That's 10 years, folks.
Let us all pray.
As we begin the recognition part of the ceremony this morning, it is my pleasure to introduce 2 special guests. First, the Director of Admissions, Honors Student Coordinator from Denison University, Stuart Aremus. Sorry, I thought you were just introducing at that point. By the way, it's Associate Director of Admissions, but that's all right. I'm here this morning with a great deal of enthusiasm. I do have a prepared speech, but before I give it, I wanted to take a moment to give a personal note. I am a member of the Honors Committee at Denison as well as being in the admissions office. And as such, I work with all of the scholarship selection. I coordinate it all for Denison. And Denison historically has not had a tremendous amount in terms of academic scholarships to offer. And we've begun to develop more as time has gone on. This year, for the first time, we developed a scholarship that is exclusively for Ohio students, top scholars in the state of Ohio. We're very excited about it. And the personal note is that our selection process was already pretty much over with when we came into contact with a member of your community, and I interviewed him. I was so impressed by him that I went around and told everyone else I could find about him. upshot of all of this was that he is the recipient of the highest award Denison has ever had to offer. So it gives me personal pleasure as well as professional pleasure to be here today. This, though, is the speech. This is the presentation of the Denison Faculty Achievement Scholarship to Dan Meyer. On behalf of the Denison University Honors Committee in particular, and the Denison community in general, it is a tremendous pleasure to present our full tuition Faculty Achievement Scholarship to Dan Meyer in recognition of his outstanding achievements during his years at Padua Franciscan High School. We at Denison initially heard of Dan as the lead singer in fiction. We have since come to know him further as the exceptionally versatile and talented artist, scholar, and individual that he is. He is clearly a person who thoroughly understands and values excellence, practicing it in a variety of arenas. As a remarkably diverse and gifted musician, composer, and singer, an unforgettable Harold Hill, the morning announcer at Padua, a model United Nations participant, a voice of democracy speech presenter, his artistic and communication abilities have been so strikingly in evidence. As one of the top scholars in his class and winner of the prestigious Phi Beta Kappa Award, his dedication to scholarly pursuits has been fully demonstrated as well. His yearbook leadership, tennis team involvement, Eucharistic minister service, and work outside of school further reveal the truly unusual range of activities in which he has been engaged. Already, Dan has made connections with several members of the Denison family who are terrifically enthusiastic about his membership in our class of 1994. Thus, as he leaves you, he moves on to another strong community, which will appreciate him highly and support him in determining and accomplishing future goals. Congratulations, Dan, on earning the highest honor we have to offer an entering freshman, and welcome to Denison. It's a great deal of pleasure to introduce to you Major Lou Egrid of the United States Army.
Army ROTC Cadet Command to award a 3-year Army ROTC scholarship. And I thank you for inviting me. And I'd like to add my congratulations to the class of 1990. Approximately 3,500 3- and 4-year scholarships are being awarded this year nationwide by Army ROTC. The students who receive these scholarships have established outstanding records in academics, extracurricular participation, athletic activities, and have demonstrated a very strong leadership potential, as well as an expressed desire to serve in a position of responsibility as an officer in the United States Army. The scholarship includes tuition, books, fees, and $1,000 per year grant, which has a potential value of up to $60,000. It's with great pleasure that I present a 3-year Army ROTC scholarship to Christopher Fink, who will use the scholarship at the University of Cincinnati.
As of May 30th, 53 students of the class of 1990 are being recognized as recipients of numerous scholarships grants, and honor awards. Mr. Joe Bedini will come forward at this time to present these awards.
Would you please follow these instructions? When I call a name, I would like that person to stand, and then would he sit, and everyone hold applause, and afterwards I'll stand as a group. By the way, since just in the last 2 days, we now have 54 students, and it's between 1 out of every 4 to 1 out of every 5, right in the middle. Padua graduates receive the scholarship or the offer of a scholarship. The first is James R. Curry. He has a presidential scholarship from Duquesne University and an Art Incentive Award from Duquesne University. Mary B. Bengayan. Mary B. has won a Scarlet and Gray Scholarship, Ohio State, an honor scholarship to Akron University, and an academic scholarship to Akron University. Robert Barona, he's a recipient of the Ray Hiram Wilson Chemistry Scholarship, a Board of Trustees Scholarship, and Honors Tutorial College at Ohio University. Denise Blauman, Denise won an academic scholarship to the University of Akron. Andrew Betko, examination, all to John Carroll. It was a privilege for me to announce these. I hope I didn't butcher any names, and I'm sorry for that, but at this time, these people deserve a fine round of applause. Can you please stand up?
Padua's class of 1990 is proud to honor the senior who, over the past 4 years, has achieved the second highest grade point average in this class. Would salutatorian Rob Konechny please come forward to receive his medal from Brother Jim Edmiston and then address his class.
Fellow inmates, classmates of the class of 1990. It's been a long time since we first walked through the doors of this building back on August 22nd, 1986, for freshman orientation. Although a goodly 4 years have passed since that fateful day, I can honestly say that it hasn't felt like a day longer than 10. I mean, looking back over the past 4 years was a difficult task. So much has happened, so much has changed. We've had a new principal every year. There have been wholesale changes in the rules and codes outlined in our sacred Padua student handbook. There was practically a brand new staff of teachers every year, and the only permanent fixture in the place was Father Jerome. But really, I think the past 4 years could best be summed up by a quote which I got from the movie Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. But I guess they stole a quote from some book called A Tale of Two Cities. I think Captain Kirk should get credit for making it popular, though. The saying goes, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So return with me now to those thrilling days of yesteryear, through the past 4 years in the hallowed halls of Padua Franciscan High School, where it truly was the best of times and the worst of times. Our sojourn began, as previously stated, back in 1986, our freshman year. If you would recall, Father Clarence was, if I'm not mistaken, our principal, and Mr. Konechny, our disciplinarian. We had homeroom every morning, so classes were thusly only 38 minutes long. And how many people were issued detentions for walking the wrong way in our one-way staircase? Painting those big arrows on the staircase walls was such a brilliant, well-conceived ploy. It worked, oh, so well. It pains me to this day that they discontinued that practice. And remember the classes freshman year. Take Christian life, for example, with Mr. Scanlon, flying the kites. Was it just me, or did that guy sound like the car from the TV show Knight Rider? English. What did we study in English? All right, sophomore year was, what was it? World literature. Junior year was American literature. Senior year was British literature. Well, what was the freshman book about? What else is there? I don't understand that. Freshman year was the year of the gifted and talented program for all the elite students who were above even the honors level. This was an accelerated program dedicated to excellence and surviving off the free will of its proponents. It lasted one whole semester, but let me tell you, it was one semester just chock full of learning. And freshman year also had some historical significance, as it marked the last time Mr. Lupica ever wore his fabled green suit. I'll offer any student $10 if they can get me a picture of Mr. Lupica wearing that green suit. Sophomore year was a bit more sobering, as we were no longer the youngest students in the school, and we finally saw just how insignificant we really were. Our new principal was Sister Maureen, the disciplinarian was Father Robert, and the highly esteemed position of school president was filled by our own beloved Father Clarence. Sophomore year was the year of biology. It was a required course, so all students were thusly able to enjoy the whimsical pleasures involved in hacking up dead animals and parts of their anatomy I'm sure they themselves didn't even know they had. The best part of the whole thing, though, came after they were cut up. We used to enjoy turning our dead frogs and pigs into muppets, shoving scissors into the back of their heads and making their mouths open. Over in his grave if he saw her. And you had to like the movies we saw in that class. Take The Miracle of Life, for example. I mean, some of the things I saw choreographed to Beethoven symphonies made me want to stand up and salute. And hats off to the choreographer. And of course, sophomore year, who could ever forget CFO? No, not Christmas for Others, this was Christmas for O'Malley. The class called it when she flung the door closed in a fit of rage at her second period honors class and shattered the window. Since we caused the outburst of anger, the honors class could not help but feeling a little responsible for the damaged window. So in the true spirit of the season, we passed a hat around the classroom, collecting money to help pay the repair costs. We labeled the hat CFO, and that's where we got Christmas for O'Malley. Junior year saw the close of the Chambers era at Padua with the passing on of both chambers to bigger and better things. The new principal was a man by the name of Mr. Landolfo, and the new disciplinarian was our old friend, Mr. Jenrich. This was a transitional year for us as we finally became upperclassmen. Our class unity had finally begun to show, and things were looking up. Why, one need only look as far as the well-organized junior ring ceremony to see in what case we'll July. The word on the street was the ceremony didn't go quite as smoothly as they had planned. Still, the class came together to overcome that minor obstacle, and things looked bright on the horizon once again. That is, until the so-spiritual junior retreat. They must have tried really hard to do it, but they succeeded in finding something that was even more messed up than that junior ring cast. Those juniors that actually arrived at the retreat house so overwhelmed with spiritual renewal, the effects were staggering. I, for one, came out a new man. However, once again, the class pulled together to overcome this setback, and it is this ability to recover from one class blunder after another that makes us one of a kind. And now finally, here we are, the graduating class of 1990. I always thought that senior year was just a formality, kind of a bridge between high school and college. Just an unnecessary year, because everything's done by then and nobody really looks at it. But this year was much more than just a formality. The school went through a difficult period with the coming of our new interim principal, Mr. Lors, in January, and our class was again able to overcome this minor difficulty. This year's seniors beat the faculty in the Turkey Bowl, in volleyball, basketball, Olympic Day, and soon to be softball. And who could forget Mel Newton's coming out of the stands amid chants of Mel, Mel, Mel. Most recently, prom weekend was a success despite somewhat poor party center conditions and grumblings by certain sarcastic students who tried to undermine the class. In fact, the only real disappointment of the year came when Damian Rakowski lost his heartbreaking loss to Mr. Novak in tie contest, which Mr. Novak won on the last day with an illegal tie. But overall, it's been one heck of a year, and I'd like to take this time for a special proverbial tipping of the green hat to every one of you. All right, now no discussion of paddle would be complete, though, without at least some mentioning of the paddle edge. What is this mysterious edge that we've heard so much about? Is it those little pink things in the toilets? Is it the yearnings of the ghost of some long-dead fat fire still roaming the air? I don't know. I've only been able to derive a vague representation of this fabled paddle edge. I think it's kind of like the Force, and we, like so many Jedi Knights, it surrounds us. We find the edge sharp, piercing at times, but it's always that edge that keeps the Franciscan spirit alive in the school. Overall, the past 4 years have been a long and winding road. There are trials and tribulations, humor and fun. But there was always a sense of caring and pride in the air. It truly was the best of times and the worst of times. And I know I wouldn't have missed it for the world, because the friends I've made here, I'll remember them forever. And I'm proud to say, I can honestly say I left a part of myself here at Padua, because every time I drive my car over that wonderful no holes is a stick, and a donut with no holes is a Danish. And in the immortal words of Mr. Spock, live long and prosper. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. A little more serious now. To recognize the National Honor Society members of the class of 1990, I'm pleased to present Mrs. Pat Goodell.
Today is Thursday. However, there is no way I'm going to try to talk about connecting. So we will go right to the business of campus. Most of you seniors will be going to college, and many of you may be wondering what college courses are like. Well, some of you have already experienced a college level math class. 44 students have earned credit from John Carroll University, ranging from 4 to 12 credit hours, with 14 students earning a full 12 credit hours in calculus. These students have taken 1 to 3 semesters of calculus here at Padua and will be presented with certificates stating how much credit they will get, college credit they will get if they enroll at John Carroll. If those students would please come forward as they call their name to pick up their certificates. Greg Bacus, Mary Bengayan, Rob Barona, Denise Bauman, Andy Bevko, Stacy Becca, Beth Biaziata, Jenny.
National Merit Scholarship Program finalist, Aaron Lurkowski. We would like for you, Aaron, to come forward, please. Also, National Merit Scholarship Program letter of commendations to the following 3 students, if they will come forward: Beth Biasiata, Bob Konechny, and Douglas Ochaki. Following students have received highest honors with a 4-point average, and would they come forward, please? Greg Bakos, Mary Bengayan, Bob Verona, Kevin Kua, Stephen Fellenstein, Paul Jalen, Bob Konechny, Aaron Lepowski, Dan Meyer, Kusiki Patra, and Melissa Zagata. This year, 114 seniors qualified for the Ohio Award of Distinction, which means that these students completed the State Board of Education's course of Basic Studies, which requires 4 units of English, 3 units of mathematics, 3 units of science, 3 units of social studies, and 3 units of foreign language. These certificates will be passed out following the assembly. Ohio Academic Scholarship Program and the Ohio Board of Regents are recognizing these following students, and they will be receiving certificates also. We are asking them just to stand at this time. Bob Verona, Cindy Milicevic, Renee Diulis, and Mary Bengayan. Would you now applaud these students? Each year, Padua recognizes excellence in specific areas. And now to present departmental awards is Mr. Jack Acker.
Thank you very much. It is my pleasure to announce this morning the 1990 Departmental Awards of Padua Franciscan High School. Each student is asked to come forward as your name is announced. However, I will have special directions for the fine arts and the theology winners. But first, the business department. The business department award is presented to that senior who has demonstrated excellent achievement in the variety of business courses that he or she has taken and who plans on pursuing a future in the business world. The business department award winner is Beth Biasiata. The Computer Science Department Award goes to the graduating senior who has demonstrated ability in computer programming as evidenced by superior test scores, programming creativity, competent computer language coding skill, ability to apply programming techniques for solving problems, and willingness to help others learn programming. Teresa Gorman is the winner. The English Department Award is presented to the senior who demonstrates mastery of the language, creative and insightful expression, and a disciplined sense of literary criticism. The award also recognizes the student's applied skills in English outside the classroom in such areas as creative writing, journalism, and academic competition. This award also recognizes a genuine thirst for knowledge and unwavering consistency in classroom performance. This award winner is Dan Meyer. Dan? Fine Arts Department award is presented to the graduating senior in an advanced level of art who has produced a portfolio of artwork which demonstrates superior ability in technique, creativity in subject matter, and individual expression and approach to media. This year, 7 seniors meet or exceed this criteria. Each of these seniors will be receiving a gift from their instructor, and so we will ask them to stand rather than come forward at this time. The seniors to be honored in the Fine Arts Department are Stacy Becca, Matt Cantwell, Lisa Mira, Damian Rakowski, Jennifer Subak, Kimberly Torda, and Paula Turek. The Foreign Language Department awards are given to top seniors in each of the advanced level classes. These winners are those students who have demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in their particular language, literature, and civilization. In French, the award winner, Andrea Papin. In German, we have co-winners. The co-winners are Kevin Kua and Dan Meyer. Will they both please? And the Latin winner, the one and only Stephen Gallenstein. And our Spanish winner, Lara Grabowski. The Math Department here at Padua presents its award to that senior who has demonstrated achievement, initiative, consistency, and excellence in the quantitative and reasoning skills of mathematics. Paul Jalen is the winner. Our Music Department award is presented to the graduating senior who has consistently contributed exemplary service to the band, to the choir, and orchestra. He or she has demonstrated outstanding musicianship, leadership ability, creativity, fun character, good attitude, faithful attendance, and punctuality. In the area of symphonic band, our winner is Linda Lentz. Linda. For orchestra, or the award winner, Mario Incorvia. And the senior to be recognized in the choral area, Kelly Mack. The Science Department award is presented to the outstanding senior students who have consistently demonstrated scholarship in physical and life sciences as evidenced by academic achievement, standardized test scores, creativity, and excellence in pure and applied sciences. In the life science area, the winner, James R. Curry. and the winner for physical science, Aaron Larkowski. In social studies, this department award goes to the student who shows a great deal of interest and enthusiasm in the social studies curriculum by taking as many of the electives as he or she could, and also showing a good deal of interest in historical and political concerns outside the classroom. The social studies award winner, Beth Scanlon. And the Yearbook Award. This award is given to the student who is responsible for seeing to it that all aspects of the yearbook are completed. Now that's from the conception of theme to publication. The student also possesses a thorough knowledge of editing, copywriting, and photography. This student and the advisor are personally responsible for completing the written and photographed annuals of the 1989-1990 Padua school year. Dan Meyer, who is Our theology department is pleased to present the Port Kula Award, which is named for the little portion, the small church of Our Lady of the Angels, where St. Francis and his brothers began their gospel living. The award is presented to the following seniors who have demonstrated outstanding classroom work, a spirit of cooperation, service to God and the community, and witness to the gospel life. Their names will be added to a plaque, which will hang in the new chapel at its completion. Congratulations and God's blessings. And we'll ask the following 9 seniors to stand at this time. Please hold your applause till they're all standing. Mary Bengayan, Paul Jalen, Diane Middle, Kelly Mack, Dino Magistro, Dan Meyer, Joe Santos-Soldas, Laura Sakarek, and Jennifer Subek. They all stand. Thank you very much. That completes our departmental awards for Padua.
We do have a presentation that we neglected to include when we were recognizing National Honor Society. I believe Kevin Kua, you have something to present to Brother Jim Evanston.
Thank you. As we seniors prepare to go to college, one concern we all probably have is, do we have enough money? Can we afford our expenses? Many of us will work during the summer and save some money. Some others will apply for financial aid, and many others will have worked hard and, as you've seen, receive scholarships to their respective schools. This year, the National Honor Society would like to start an endowment fund. So those deserving students may have a chance to go to their respective colleges. So I'd like to present Brother Jim with this check. And I would hope that this fund will grow throughout the years so that many more students will be able to go on and further their education.
Various external organizations have taken time to bestow special honors on a variety of schools at Padua for 4 years. You would come forward, please. Melissa Bain and Joe Santos-Silvas.
staff, fellow students, and fellow seniors. Before I began writing the speech, I was told that my topic had to be about the future. Something unknown that you can't really see until it comes. No one can predict it for you or tell you what to expect. The future is something which will be both good and bad, depending on what you make of it, sometimes depending on luck. All I can talk about today is how you can change the future so it holds more happier times than sad ones. There are a lot of things you won't be able to control in your life, and times when it seems like everyone has an advantage over you. But one thing that you will always have to yourself is your memories of certain experiences in your life, including all bad and good things you've gone through here at Padua. By learning from past experience, you will know what things truly bring you happiness, and what kinds of mistakes take away from that same happiness. Some people think that they can't learn from the past, because they don't see the lesson that can be learned from every little good time or fight. Most of you seniors have been here at Padua for 4 years, and there are two situations which every single one of you can relate to. The first involves friendship. Friendship is an invaluable experience. Through it, you learn how to care for and get along with others. Through the good times, you learn about the fun of friendship, and through the bad times, you realize your need for it. Over the past 4 years, you have made many friends, and unfortunately lost friends. But through it all, you've learned things about yourself and others that you didn't know before. Through the challenges and disappointments of friendships, you have all grown stronger, and this is something which will stay with you as you move into the future. The second experience you can all relate to involves succeeding. Every one of you here today has at one time or another become frustrated with trying to succeed in school, as well as in your private lives. After trying your hardest, some of you have come to the conclusion that you're never going to do well in certain subjects. And that's all right, because at least you tried. There were times when some of you could have tried harder but just didn't want to, or so confused in a class that you gave up trying, thinking you could never make it. The important thing to remember, however, are not these times, but all the times that you did succeed, because those are the things which will give you the confidence to face the future. You may think, what's the point in looking back on all these things now, since we're going to leave anyway? The point is, life consists of trying to achieve your dreams while trying to get along with others at the same time. Situations like this will always come up throughout your lives, but if you learn from your past successes and failures, you can make these situations good experiences instead of bad ones. You don't have to lock experiences into the past and keep them there. Take a look at the person sitting next to you. He or she may be one of your closest friends, someone who has shared laughs and tears with you over the past 4 years. After graduation, some of you will be going off to college together. Some of you will keep in touch with each other for the next few years to come, and some of you may go your separate ways and never see each other again. The important thing to realize, however, is that your friends never really fade into distant memories as you move towards the future. Your friends move towards the future with you because they are always a part of you. Everything they've ever taught you will always stay with you. You'll always laugh at the inside jokes you had between you and your friends, even when others will have no idea what you're laughing about. After the fights, you learn to become stronger, kinder, and more understanding. All these qualities are a part of you forever and will help you to get on with many people whom you'll meet after you graduate. And in this way, your friends are a part of you forever too. You're all going to be graduating in 10 days, a day we've waited for since we were freshmen. This is your chance to say you've made it through 4 long years of life and you have succeeded. Although you all like to forget about homework, tests, and certain teachers, there are some things which you have learned that will probably stay in your mind forever, whether you like it or not. Many of these things might help you in college or at work. By succeeding in certain classes, you may have realized your talents and may already know what you want to do with your life. And even if you never passed that one class which was your source of agony at Padua, the important thing is to not dwell on your failures. You'll have plenty of chances throughout your life to learn things you didn't understand the first time around. The important thing, however, is to always keep on trying, because once you do achieve your goals, you and the rest of the world will see that you truly have the potential to do whatever you set your mind to. Many people have a great misconception about the future. The future is not 20 or 30 years from now. It's not life when you're married or old. The future is next week, it's tomorrow, it's even the next few minutes that are about to come up. And one thing you don't want to be doing in the future is to be sitting around looking at an old high school yearbook and diploma, thinking, whatever happened to my friends and all the things I learned at Padua? Your friends and your memories of Padua were never meant to be put away in a box to be looked at 20 years from now. Your friends in Padua will always stay in your hearts and minds forever. The future and all its happiness lies entirely in your hands, and if you can just remember that the past is always with you, as you head into the future, you'll go through life with many more happy memories. Good luck to all the members of the class of 1990. Thank you.
The Phi Beta Kappa Society was founded in 1776 to honor the scholarship and intellectual achievement of students of the arts and sciences in our colleges and universities. The Cleveland Association of Phi Beta Kappa was chartered in 1947. Since its inception, it has sought to recognize scholastic excellence as exemplified by outstanding high school students throughout the Cleveland area. Each year, the Cleveland Association, in cooperation with the public and private high schools of the area, honors the individual student in each high school who has been nominated by his or her school as being worthy of recognition for outstanding scholarship, academic initiative, and total achievement. Through this award system, we hope not only to honor the individual student, but also to stimulate the ideal of high academic achievement among all high school students in Northern Ohio. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present this year's Phi Beta Kappa Award to the outstanding student at Padua Franciscan High School, Daniel P. Meyer. Dan's name will be engraved on that plaque forever. At this time, I would like to present the Mr. and Miss Padawan Award. A very important award, one that is highly sought after. I would ask, as I read the names of the nominees, that they please stand and that the winner come forward to receive the award. The award of Mr. Padawan and Miss Padawan is given to the seniors selected by the faculty who exemplify the finest characteristics of the ideal Padua man and the ideal Padua woman. All facets of personality are considered in the selection of this honor. Christian values, Franciscan compassion, academic dedication, strong character, superior leadership qualities, and concerned citizenship. From these 6 finalists for Mr. Padawan, 1 senior will be selected. Kevin Kulik, Steve Duarte, Brian Flynn, Jim Hoover, Mario Percavia, and Dan Meyer. This year's Mr. Padawan is Dan Meyer. The finalists for Miss Padawan are Maribel Pangayan, Chris Potsman, Kelly Mack, Colleen Moran, and Maria Pennant. And this year's Miss Padawan, Kelly Mack.
Mr. and Miss Bruin Award will be presented to the senior selected by the athletic department and the coaches. The most deserves the honor of the best athlete in Padua. The qualities on which the athletes are evaluated are leadership, good academics, school involvement, sportsmanship, coachability, and athletics. From these 5 finalists, for Mr. Bruin, 1 senior will be selected. I ask them to please stand. Mario Valenti, Todd Raymond, Rob Holtz, Brian Wallace, Terry Piginelli. Mr. Bruin, for 1990 is Terry Cusinelli. From these four finalists for Miss Bruin, one senior will be selected. Renee Heinley, please stand. Terry Okras, Valerie Gordon, Cindy Schumacher. Miss Bruin for 1990, Terry Okras.
Dearest and esteemed class of 1990, people have asked me a lot this year what I like the best about this job. Well, if you notice, I'm the person walking away with the check from this meeting today. So that's very nice to have that from your class and to get that from a lot of supporters at Padua. But you really are the reason that makes your parents' lives and the lives of the faculty and staff here really worthwhile. Last August, whenever I spoke with you, I asked you to seize the day and make this your best year yet. Today, reflecting over this year and over your time at Padua, as Bob did in the true spirit of Franciscan humor, I can see that you have done that. You have made it the best year yet. You have seized the day. In getting to know you as a class, I have indeed been impressed with how open you are, how honest you have been with me, and how freely you have shared your gifts, your talents, your lives with me, with the faculty, and with your fellow students. Quite frankly, I am very impressed with your vitality for making the best of some difficult times. I'm impressed with your compassion. I'm impressed with your concern. Francis of Assisi, ultimately the founder of this school, when he started the Franciscan order 800 years ago, saw the face of God reflected from each person's face. But many people in this world try to hide that reflection of God. You, as the class of 1990, have indeed allowed the face of God to reflect from each of your faces and to all the members of this Padua Franciscan High School community. As you go from here, I hope that the values that you have so personally exemplified to us will be shared with a much broader part of our world. Continue to grow, continue to have fun, continue to seize the day, continue to change the world with your compassion and your concern. And be assured that even though you're not here, you remain in our hearts and in our prayers as you continue to accept the challenge to make each day the best day yet. Thank you very much.
Lead us in the singing of the Paduan alma mater. it says, that which is easy is seldom excellent. And I do believe that these young men and women have proven that again today. They have shown that the only place where you find success before work is in the dictionary. So we do congratulate you once again. And to dismiss us, Mr. Barry Jennings, please report.
Lisa! The situation, I'm at the base of it. Understanding that's why I don't want to win. Funky rhyme trick fall off this ring. Now listen up, cause I want you to comprehend. Cause I'm a leader, the man is word. I'm on a mission, you better just listen to my rhymes, cause I'm all about discipline. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two.
Oh, yeah, the Zoom!
Right?
I zoomed it on you.
That's no fun.
Let's try it a little bit, face this way. Dan! Dance, Melissa! Dance!
It's a back 40. Come on! Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah! Hi!
Hi! Woo!
I got one that can get playing like a play. You guys like free safeties over here? Oh, yeah. I'm a wonder. Jenny, get me over here. Jenny. Jenny. Go straight, sure. Go play after.
Woo!
Ready, go, head, boy. Get out of here.
don't know, it's probably good enough. Right.